Sorry that I'm whispering, it's because I'm actually homeless right now and I'm not really supposed to be here. I'm pretty much sofa surfing and I'm in a shared house and I'm not supposed to be here, so I'm whispering because I don't want anyone to find out. But this video is about why moving to the Philippines was the best decision I ever made. So number one was, why did I want to move there? Now, I wanted to move there because I never wanted to work a real job. I didn't like the idea of my time being constrained, as if I had to be somewhere 9 to 5 or I had to do something at a specific time. So I always wanted to work online. And what makes Southeast Asia amazing is because of how cheap it is. So you can make money online. You can make, let's say, £1,000 a month, and you can have such a good life in the Philippines. For example, in England, £1,000 a month just about make you survive in like the worst conditions. Like, you can pay for like a shared room in like a really bad neighborhood. You can just about afford food, and like that's it, just room food. But in Southeast Asia, like Philippines or Thailand, you can literally live in a penthouse. When I lived in the Philippines, my rent was £300 a month, and I had a 1-bedroom apartment penthouse where the wall was literally a huge window, and I had a rooftop pool. I had my own security guards in the reception down below. They greeted me in and out, and it was amazing for £300 a month. Also, sexual market value. I'm a white man, I have pale white skin, and I have blue eyes. So the women there are so attracted to white men. Let's say in England your sexual market value is a 3. You could easily date an 8 out of 10 woman in the Philippines, for example. So basically your lifestyle is amazing for cheap, and your sexual market value is so much higher, so it makes it just like an amazing place to live. So my dream was to move there, but I didn't know how to make money online. Now, I was fortunate because I always had a passion for video editing since I was 11 years old. I was making Minecraft Minecraft tutorials. So I was talking to my friend who had lived in the Philippines for like 20 years. He was like 45 years old, and I asked him, I said, how do I make money online? And then he asked me, what digital skills do you have? And I told him video editing. And then he said, you should probably then do video editing. And that same day, I got a client. The client actually never paid me anything, but I did get a client, and I was editing videos for him the same day I did outreach. In my first month, I actually made like £500. In the second month, about 1,000. Third month, 1,500. And I continuously made £1,500 a month on average since then. I managed to save up about £10,000 in 9 months, and then I decided that was enough money to go to the Philippines. Video editing is definitely the easiest way to make money online, the quickest and the easiest way to do it. If you know what you're doing, you could literally make £1,000 a month in your first month. From nothing, you could probably be on £1,000 a month in your first month of trying. So you can literally go from hating your job in your country, like you literally hate your life, to living like a king in Philippines or Thailand with like a super beautiful girlfriend, because pretty much all the women want you there. So it's crazy how much of a difference it makes, how much a difference your life is just by learning this. So after I saved £10,000, I went to the Philippines, and I was talking to a girl, and she was my first girlfriend I ever had, and I spoke to her, about 6 months before I went. So we was doing like a long distance online relationship before I went there, and she was incredibly beautiful. I was immediately in love with her. Now my view on women is very different now. I'm more red-pilled. I don't think I could even love again. I don't believe that women in Asia are any better than women in the West. I think it's all female nature. They're all the same, really. It's just your sexual market value is so much higher in Southeast Asia compared to being in the West. and that's what makes the big difference. So I was in the Philippines for 2 months, and I actually decided to go back in England. Like right now I'm in England. When I went Philippines, I was 19. I'm 23 now, so that was 4 years ago. But I left because since I was a kid, I've always had issues with eating, and I've always been terrified of vomiting. Therefore, I'm very scared of food poisoning. And I wasn't eating much food at all. I was only eating food that I thought was like safe in my mind. So I was only eating tuna from the can and rice, and that was pretty much all I was eating. So I was losing weight and I was getting very, very ill. Like I had jaundice all the time. I had like a fever all the time. There were times where I physically couldn't get out of bed because I was so ill, and I was losing a lot of weight. And that's when I decided to go back to England because I was just too scared to eat food while I was there. Which is a shame really, because Southeast Asia is my absolute dream. Honestly, if I did not have a fear of food poisoning or a fear of eating, now I would be there. I would have stayed there for the rest of my life, and I would leave today. I would literally leave today if I didn't have that fear. So for me, I believe the solution, for me personally, I don't think I'll go to Southeast Asia. I plan on going to East Asia, for example, South Korea and Taiwan, Japan, countries like that, because the food safety is so much better there. For you, I highly recommend Southeast Asia because your sexual market value, your SMV, is so much higher there, and you can have a luxury lifestyle very, very cheap. For example, in South Korea, it's 10 times more expensive. Like, to have the same lifestyle in Thailand versus South Korea, it's like Korea is going to be like 10 times more expensive. Also, I'm sure the sexual market value in like Thailand, Philippines, Malaysia is going to be so much higher than your sexual market value in Japan and Korea. But for me, that trade-off is worth it. I really care about food safety, so for me, I have to go to East. If you're interested in going to Southeast Asia, learning how to make £1,000 per month through video editing, then click the link in the description. I've got a free Discord. Ask me anything and I'll answer you.